got to at least honor it.
Here's Tatum. Banked in off the glass.
I like when Tatum goes inside, using that height and touch to perfection from the interior.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Cunningham. Here's Stewart. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And a dunk by Horford.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shot.
Here's the pass to Bay. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Bay. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown with it. Now defended by Grant. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Very high percentage look for Grant. Those kinds of plays just get you in rhythm and keep you there.
Here's Smart. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11. Oh, that was something else.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Dwayne Casey. He wants his guys to be disruptive at both ends. There's just one problem. Coach said Al Horford does a great job of settling down his teammates, protecting the ball, and making shrewd decisions. When he's on the floor, it's harder to force them into mistakes. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Outside, Joseph. He takes it in. Stewart misses.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And it's Brown missing. Pistons trail by 4. 1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. And slam dunk by Smart.
Oh, great anticipation from Horford on D there. Gets ahead of the ball there for the steal and initiates the fast break.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit.
And what impressed me about Smart last year, and we're seeing it this year as well, his patience and precision as a playmaker.
For your Pistons and
So Detroit ends up going with the new group. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Williams is checked in for Robert Williams. Josh Richardson comes in for Al Horford. Pritchard, he's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Smart. Now here's Jackson. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. There's a lob to Jackson.
Watching Hayes, he keeps his eyes up, always looking for a better shot, either for himself or his teammates.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the first. Schroeder with the ball. Hayes on him. With some arc. No good there. Pistons trail by 4. Jackson looking around. Diallo kicks to Hayes. "13 feet away. Here's Olynyk, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Even though he lacks length, Olynyk's hustle makes him a threat on second chance opportunities.
Pritchard passes to Richardson. Schroeder, right side. Rebound by Olynyk. Jackson against Tatum. Jackson with it. Releases. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Celtics lead by 2. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And the Celtics guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
The Pistons trailing. Trey Lyles out there with Olynyk. Then it's Hamidou Diallo. Then there's Hayes, and it's Jackson in at the small forward position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now here's Jackson. Now Diallo. Here's Hayes. And it's all evened up. Hayes has got the first basket of the second quarter for Detroit.
We've talked about this before. Hayes plays with great awareness for his age.
Schroeder passes to Tatum. There's the drive. Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Pistons. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. Passes it to Diallo. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Here's Hayes. Makes it off the glass. Hayes has got the lead up to 2 now for Detroit. And Greg, you had a lot of success playing in college and the NBA, but what was the most fun you ever had playing with a team?
Oof, that's a tough call, Kevin. I mean, winning tends to be the most fun, so I'd have to probably say my UNLV team, but we had some great teams with the Knicks, and don't forget about my Blazers. They were also a really competitive team.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Diallo kicks to Hayes. Williams against Olynyk. Now here's Hayes. There's the lob to the hoop. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. And now a 4-point Piston lead.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Sadiq Bey was the 19th pick in 2020 out of Villanova, and he made an immediate impact for the Pistons. Dwayne Casey said he's a coach's dream, adding he's made himself into one of the top 3-point shooters of his class, a defender, and he's just scratching the surface. Guys, not bad for a rebuilding team.
You're right, they got a good one. Thanks.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Brown, he's checked in for Richardson. And Smart subbed in for Pritchard. Now, here's Cunningham. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Joseph, he's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Over in the corner, Brown. Smart kicks it over to Schroeder. Unloads from 13. There's Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his first points of the night.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Pass to Bay. He dishes it to Joseph. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good. And the Celtics lead by 1.
And that's just tremendous confidence from Brown, going up with the shot right away and giving the D no time to react.
Now, here's Cunningham. Rebounded by Smart. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Brown, the pass to Horford. Outside, Smart. Celtics passing it around. And there's Horford. That's good on the assist by Brown. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
And the skills of Brown, not just a super athlete, but a tremendous floor general as well.
Here's Stewart, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way. Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter. Aggressive move inside.
And there's the pass to Cunningham. Horford against Grant. Dishes to Cunningham. Pass to Bay. Here's Joseph. Takes the 3. Traps in the tray. Joseph's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Schroeder with the ball. Picked up by Joseph. Outside, Smart. Here's Horford. No good that time. And it's Detroit the other way. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got 7 points in the game.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Smart passes to Horford. Brown with the bounce pass. Here's Smart. 19 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Lays it up and banks it in. Smart's got his second basket. Joseph looking around. Pass to Grant. Good work defensively by Horford. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Pistons on top, leading by a point. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on the defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
It's a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They trailed by as many as 6 points in the first period. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
The bench unit was an essential part of the puzzle in the first half. They really stepped it up in a big way, and that helped out. And now the starters can appreciate not having to carry the load on their own.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They hit some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Al Horford with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. On the court for the Celtics, outside the wings are Brown and Tatum. Williams is out there with Horford, and it's Smart in at the point. Here's Grant. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Horford. To the inside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Pistons trailing. Pass to Grant. Feeds it to Cunningham. And stolen by Horford. Smart against Grant. Some solid defense from Grant. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The pass to Bay. Over to the wing. Smart against Joseph. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Pistons lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Despite their record, there is optimism around the Detroit Pistons. Killian Hayes said, "We have a fun team. We love seeing each other succeed. We've got a bright future." Coach Wayne Casey says, "If we bring this same type of intensity, toughness each and every night, then good things will happen." Kevin, back to you.
Detroit tough. Good stuff, DA. Thanks. Now, here's Cunningham. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Cunningham's shot is off.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
Brown outside. Outside, Horford. Boston, no good that time either. The Pistons leading. To the paint, here's Stewart. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And you can see why Cunningham elicits comparisons to Luka Doncic. Can control the pace of the game, very high basketball IQ, and shows a maturity beyond his years.
It's your Pistons mascot. It's your Pistons mascot.
So for the Pistons, Miles checked in for Stewart. Jackson comes in for Cunningham. And Hayes subbed in for Corey Joseph. Then for the Celtics, Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Richardson comes in for Brown. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Stolen by Grant. Pass to Bay. Back to Hayes. Passes it to Jackson. No good on the three. Celtics trail by 3. Pritchard passes to Horford. Now Tatum. Here he goes. Tries again. Can't cash in from close range.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Jackson passes to Grant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Horford.
Assertive play in the paint from Jeremy Grant, absorbing the foul while shooting.
For Detroit, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
He came into this league as a defensive specialist. Now Jeremy Grant is becoming an offensive powerhouse.
Olynyk, he's checked in for Bay. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Celtics. And Grant drops them both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Richardson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Pistons leading by 5. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Talking about Killian Hayes, you see raw potential. A point guard with outstanding size, which makes him an enticing player to watch.
Smitty, one thing with Hayes, he's got to work on his shooting. The athleticism is there, but in this league, you got to be able to shoot the rock.
I think it'll come, GA. I think it'll come in time as long as he works hard with his coaches, especially from outside the arc.
That free throw good from Hayes. Diallo's checked in for Grant. No good on the second free throw.
And you think back to that 2017 draft, scouts trying to poke holes in Tatum's game, but really, he just needed a little time to develop his skills and get stronger.
Here's Hayes after the basket by Boston. And here is Lyles. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got the lead up to 7 now for Detroit. And without naming names, it feels like Tatum you know, is starting to dominate other all-stars at his position.
And now his game is so complete. Regularly over 40% from three. He can drive it, post you up. The only success defenders have is when they guess right.
Now here's Jackson. After the miss from Dennis Schroeder, Jackson kicks to Hayes. Olynyk with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Back to Hayes. Over Tatum. Bank shot. No good. Celtics trail by 7. Schroeder looking over the floor. The 10-footer. And there's Richardson on the assist by Schroeder.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Here's Hayes. Moves back up. Even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. The 10-footer. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Hayes. They get the rebound. Olynyk. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Hayes. Here's Lyles. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Tatum. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Pistons lead by 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Possession by possession. The only way we're going to get back in this thing. Starting right now, possession by possession. Let's stay together. That's all we got, baby. We're not fighting, cry. Right here. Here we go.
Well, you hear it all the time, Greg. One play at a time. That's what he's highlighting now.
And smart that Coach Casey is doing this, realizing that this is the only way they're going to snatch the lead.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Diallo. Corey Joseph is out there with Cunningham. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Stewart in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now, here's Cunningham. Driving the lane. Outside, Joseph. Buries it from about 10 feet away. And the Pistons lead by 1. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
Here's Tatum. Over Stewart. And that one goes long. The Pistons shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Cunningham passes to Diallo. No good. Some solid defense from Brown. Floats it up for Williams.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Joseph. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Outside Tatum from past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 assists here tonight.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Stewart. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Robert Williams.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Boston.
What tremendous passing we've seen from them today. A very unselfish performance all around.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look here for Detroit. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Bays subbed in for Diallo. Al Horford's checked in for the Celtics. So he gets them both. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside Tatum. Fires the three. Rebound by the Pistons. Out to the right wing. Now here's Cunningham, guarded by Horford. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Horford.
I mean, beautiful stroke on the jumper, something Grant didn't bring into the league, but he's got it now.
Jeremy Grant.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Grant. And Grant drops them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Outside Tatum. High post shot. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Tatum's got 11 points here in just the second half.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Now, here's Grant. Brown with it. To the middle. Here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shots.
Horford against Grant. Tries it from 9. Buries the jump shot.
You see the trust this team has in Grant's ability to step up in crucial times.
Smart kicks to Tatum. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Horford. Bay pulls it in. Bay's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Grant. Stewart trying to get open. Grant, that's good. And the Pistons lead by 2. Brown against Bay. And Brown throws it down.
And with Brown, it doesn't matter what point in the game it's at. He's ready to shoot whenever and wherever he has the ball in a good spot.
Now here's Joseph. Pass to Grant. Over Horford. Oh, they get it back. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Smart passes to Horford. Joseph against Brown. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And that's where Brown is at his best. A muscular beast who loves finishing strong through the contact.
Now, here's Grant. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Fires from 14, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Horford.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
For your Pistons, Celebrate Rams.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. The Celtics making a switch here. Schroeder's checked in. And Grant drops them both.
Yeah, that's when you want step into the line when the game is close.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. During the last break, got to listen in on Ime Udoka's huddle with his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And it's Brown missing. And so Grant will bring it up for Detroit. Cunningham passes to Grant. Stewart kicks to Joseph. Passes to Grant. Over Brown. Detroit, no good that time either.
I'm not sure the defense affected that shot. That was just a blown gimme.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're down by 2. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside. With the teardrop, it falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
And you can always count on the consistency from Grant. He likes these moments, keeps his composure, and knocks it down.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. It's tied at 50. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Now Brown. No good. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. It's tied at 50. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. To win it. Oh, it's no good. And we're headed to overtime. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. So they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Detroit, Bay and Grant are the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Corey Joseph. And it's Olynyk in at the center. And here's Cunningham after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Cunningham dishes it to Joseph to the inside. No good from Grant.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Here's Williams. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bounce pass Joseph. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Bay. A minute into overtime in what has been a great game so far. Now a timeout called by Boston.
You know we want this, fans. So let's get up, and let them hear you scream. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get back for your Pistons dancer. Fans, it's your Pistons mascot. Fans, it's your Pistons mascot.
Here's Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 1:58 left in overtime. We're just over a minute into overtime here. Pass to Grant. Kicks it to Cunningham. And here's Bay. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 12. That one off the back iron and out. Celtics leading by 4. A drive by Schroeder. Rebounded by the Pistons. Bay's got 6 rebounds here tonight. He feeds it to Joseph. Rebound by Williams. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Boston. The pass to Tatum. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. Here's Brown. And it's Williams with the jam.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Now here's Joseph. Pass to Grant. A shot off that time. Excellent D there from Williams. Floats it up for Williams. An emphatic LU jam.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
No good from Grant.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yes, getting a little ahead of himself on that play.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy.
Schroeder outside. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer determination on their part.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Al, congrats. Tough game tonight. When do you think you guys really locked in and started taking control of the game?
It all started the second half. We didn't do a good job the first half. We let them hang around. But, at least we reacted better the second half. It's just one of those games that we just had to, will our way to win this.
A lot of games like that, you have to kind of just grind out, Al. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us.